You must structure your routines if you're going to the gym. If you plan on making progress, you have to go in with a game plan and a plan of action. Stay tuned for a push day, a pull day. The push day was last week. Getting into the deadlift here, an excellent, superior compound in my opinion, and should be key in some form in almost any routine. Couple of key points here, so really get yourself locked in. I am using straps, I do find them beneficial. Have your feet reasonably shoulder width distance apart, hands inside your knees if you're going for a conventional deadlift, or outside if you're going for sumo. Personally, go with whatever you feel better or more comfortable with, that's the honest opinion. Couple of key points here. Squat down and grab the bar. Keep your head up and your back as neutral as possible. When you're pulling out of the bottom, drive through your feet. Drive through the floor. Don't just bounce the weight off the bottom. Pause, reset, and then go again. Pull up and, as I said, drive through the floor and keep your head and chest up as much as you possibly can. You do not want to bend over and put all the stress on your lower back in this one. Going into a T-bar row now, so set yourself up in a good solid position, plant your feet with your feet just pointed slightly outward and get into a good solid stance. Bend down to pick up the grip, go with a neutral grip in this occasion, and really focus on driving your elbows as far behind you as possibly can. Forget about the weight in your hand, focus on where your elbows are going to go. Try and tuck them round behind you, slow and controlled on the way down, get a full stretch in the lats, and then pull up and squeeze on the concentric. Going into a lat pull over here. Now this can be quite an awkward exercise to get, but it is really good for firing up those lats. Firstly, you want to bend over at around a 30-degree angle. Really keep your head upright and start from a fully stretched position. So you see my hands and arms are fully stretched out at the top. My lats are fully lengthened, there's tension in the cable, then I'm pulling through it and down with my elbows. The goal here is to get my elbows as far behind me as I possibly can. I'm moving with the rope as well, so I'm trying to really lengthen that arc. You really want to think about creating an arc with this movement, not pressing down. This is you trying to target those lat muscles at the back. You're not targeting the triceps here. So really pull through with your elbows as opposed to pressing down on this one. Today we are performing a seated incline row. Great isolation for the bicep here, doing one arm at a time. Now, firstly, lock yourself into position. As always, set up and stabilise. That should be the first two things you do in every exercise. Next, you want to lean over to the side slightly and create an angle to where your bicep and your elbow is perpendicular to the ground. So you'll see here I am leaning into it so that I get the full range of motion with the dumbbell. I'm not off to the side or anything like that. I'm just curling straight up and down and I can focus all the tension in the bicep. Control the negative. Think about crushing a pen at your elbow joint and squeeze your bicep as hard as you can. Put as much tension into it and do not swing your shoulders. Getting into a bicep preacher curl here. That was a very high pitched voice. Getting into one of my favourite isolation exercises for the bicep here. Couple of key points you want to think about. Get your shoulders nice and square. Drive your elbow into the bench. It should be in contact with that pad at all times. Slow and controlled on the descent. Contract your tricep at the bottom of the movement and really squeeze through this. Don't try and lean forward as it gets difficult at the top. You really want to squeeze and contract through this. This should be a difficult movement. You should be getting a really good burn here. This is an excellent exercise to really isolate the biceps. As I said, one of my favourites. Do not try and swing or move about. Really try and keep yourself solid, your head neutral, and do not try to move your upper body or swing to get any sort of momentum going. Keep as solid as you can, keep looking forward and really squeeze and focus on getting a great contraction here in the bicep. This is an excellent opportunity to do just that and build on this exercise. One of my favourites for sure. you are not done yet, go and check out the push video that I filmed the other day. This matches the pull workout. If you actually want to see results, you have to go in with a game plan. Structure these workouts and you will get results, you will progress with them. If you want more information on how myself and the team can guarantee your success, walk you step by step with a fully structured training, nutrition and online coaching support system, then all you have to do is comment "Get Fit" below or head over to my Instagram or LinkedIn, which will be linked in the comments, and drop me a message there.